Welcome to DIY LED Sign with Miss Dawn, your teen librarian. And these are the supplies you'll get in your pack. Step 1 is painting, and this is optional. We did give you some paint. You don't have to use it. We gave you primary colors, so I recommend that you Google how to mix colors to get the color that you want if you don't know color theory. I'm going to do a galaxy painting because my LED is going to be a moon. If you want to learn how to do a galaxy painting, just simply watch me. All I'm doing is blending these colors until I get the desired effect. It will look darker and under a different light. This is a little light. This is how you make stars if you're doing a galaxy painting. Just put a little white paint on a toothbrush, an old toothbrush, or buy one at the dollar store or something. Don't use your toothbrush. And just fling the white paint everywhere. It will go everywhere, including on you, so just be careful. I cannot draw, so I am using a stencil. I did supply you with some stencils in your pack. You don't have to use it, but if you are a good artist, you can just simply use a pencil and draw a picture on there, and that is for you to be able to know where your drawing is, so when you put your LED, you know where to put it. This LED is called EL wire. So you're going to take your needle and you're going to find your starting point, and then you want to poke a couple of holes. I also used my pencil to make my hole a little bit bigger, and then you want to run the end of the EL wire through the back of your canvas, and you just want to make sure you have enough wire. Now run your EL wire on your design, and you're going to use painter's tape to keep your EL wire down. You're going to use painter's tape because it won't mess up your painting, but you are probably going to have to go back and keep pressing your tape down because it will lift. Now you want to use the duct tape I provided you to tape down your EL wire and your battery pack to the back of your canvas. I have a little piece of tape on the side there because I went a little nuts with my hole, and the hole became a slit, so I have to tape it down a little bit more. Now here's everything all taped up. Now you have to sew your EL wire down. So get your thread, and you're going to put your thread through the needle. If you don't know how, or you're having trouble, ask an adult. Once you thread your needle, you want to pull your thread so that you have two threads. You should have two, which you can see in the picture. And then you want to tie a knot. Just get your knot in however you can. Once again, if you need help, ask an adult to help you put a knot at the end of your thread. Start at the place where you pulled your EL wire through, and you're just going to sew it down. So I'm going to do 3 stitches just because it's a thicker piece. But once I sew like the individual EL wires, I'm only going to do 2. Always go from the back because you don't want to see the knot. So pull in from the back, and then when you pull up, you're probably going to be all over the place. You might pull up from the middle of your canvas. Just keep trying until you pull up next to the EL wire. Be careful of your fingers. Do not stab yourself. And you want to sew where your tape is. You don't always have to sew where your tape is because you want to make sure that your EL wire has the same look of your picture. So if it's a little bit different than where the tape is, that's okay. It is up to you. Eventually you are going to run out of thread. So you want to just cut the thread off and tie yourself a little knot, rethread, and keep going. I'd recommend you give yourself a lot of thread so that you don't have to keep doing this because it can get quite annoying. I taped down the top of my battery pack because it was a little wonky and it was getting on my nerves, so just don't cover up the button. And that's it. My moon kind of looks like a C. It's rounded at the top because I couldn't make a really good point, but that's okay. It looks good, it lights up, and here is the final result. We would love to see what you make. Just tag us on Instagram and Facebook at ZB Teens. See you next time.